Hello, world, and thank you for coming to my channel, The Life of Poon. Poon Poon is in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And today, what I would like to discuss is disrespecting people to make yourself seem like you're in power. Have you done it? Who knows? Let's see. So, as I always begin, I would like to tell a story. It would be times, and I'm going to just go off of my own personal story. So, growing up before I came out, when I was denying myself, I would hang around a group of guys, and every time like a gay person walked by, I would feel insecure, and I would start sweating, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, oh, like, why you had to come around? A openly gay person. I'll be like, why you had to come around? Like, oh my gosh, and I would start feeling anxiety in myself. Why was that? Because I wasn't comfortable with myself. And the other guys that I was with, some of them, they just brushed it off, but one in particular would go out his way to disrespect the gay guy. And I'm over there feeling with anxiety. And in all honesty, he probably had anxiety too. So instead of like being quiet about it, he had to disrespect someone that wasn't even worried about him. He had to disrespect and belittle someone that was just living their life and was just enjoying their life. And it was one of those things that I didn't know it at the time, but growing up now, I had to realize that some people disrespect others to make themselves feel good. Some people disrespect others to make themselves feel more empowered. Some people disrespect others because they don't want to accept themselves. And I'm not just saying with gay, this goes with everything. Some people just disrespect others because they want to push the blame on others and play the victim like they didn't do anything, and are so blind because they're not seeing how the role that they're playing. They're not seeing the role that they're playing, and they're not seeing how they're actually is the reason why the world is so ugly today. The world is so beautiful, but it can be so ugly at the same time. And I didn't realize that until I had to grow up and realize that disrespecting someone just because they're different makes you less of a person. Disrespecting someone because you don't know how to internally deal with seeing others' differences out in this world makes you ugly. And it's one of those things that I had to realize within myself, like why I felt so insecure when gays came around was simply because I wasn't comfortable with myself. I wasn't comfortable with my sexuality. I wasn't comfortable with what I think about myself. I was more comfortable with what other people thought. So I just was doing myself an injustice by hanging around those types of people, by being one of those types of people, by not sticking up and saying something. And it was one of those things I had to realize people will disrespect others that they don't understand. People will disrespect others that they don't want to understand. They just assume whatever belief in their head. And one of the biggest beliefs out here that a lot of straight men have, and a lot of straight women have too, is simply because, and I hate to have like tailored this around the gay life because this is broader than the gay life. It's disrespect in general. But I know with my life, it was one of those things that men and women sometimes feel as though gay guys and straight guys can't be friends because the gay guy is going to be wanting to do something with the straight guy. Now, sometimes that's true, but that's not always the case. And it's one of those things that as a society, we have to realize that we cannot continually shutting out people on both sides of the field. Because I shut out a lot of my straight friends because I felt like what others are going to think. How am I going to be perceived by others? And a lot of straight people cut me out of their life because of the same exact insecurity. And that's not love. Because at the end of the day, with all my friendships, it was genuinely love at the end of the day. I didn't try to sleep with them. I didn't try to do anything more than just be a friend and just have good times. But I allowed society to get in my head, and I allowed the disrespect around me and heard it from others to the point where I was scared to stand up for myself. So how am I even going to stand up to other people? And it was one of those things that I really had to learn, that disrespecting someone doesn't make you more powerful. It actually weakens you.